Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host AMF1534 here. Let's play some more F-Zero Maximum Velocity. So last time we unlocked the Queen Circuit, and we also unlocked the Stingray, which at this point is probably the best vehicle in the game. The boost for it isn't very good whatsoever, but the fact that you get it for 12 seconds definitely makes it a very attractive deal. So we're going to use it. Since we got it on beginner, we can we'll probably be just fine. I mean, I don't remember any of the tracks in this whatsoever, so I guess we're gonna see how that goes. Ah, tied another Craterland one. Well, that's just lovely. What the? That track design looks like exactly the same as Mute City from the original F-Zero. And I did not get a very good start there, because I couldn't hear the thing go off. But that's just fine, I don't really care. This thing drives so upright, it's weird looking. Dude, did you see that guy's balls? Yeah, they were weird looking. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got some bombs, some bombos. I mean, this is a pretty straightforward track to be working with here. And the funny thing about it too is that my boost is gonna last like half of this track. Oh boy! Whoa! Whoa! Shut it, Mom! Yeah, this thing is just still plowing away. And that's the benefit of, you know, it doesn't really matter that the boost is only 525 kilometers an hour. It's the fact that, for God's sakes, man, it lasts forever. Like, this thing will be going on for probably almost the entire rest of this lap. Whoa! Jesus, that was close. And it comes off of that. It comes off of that boost pretty slowly, which is nice too. Shit. You knocked me out of my groove, son. I will never forgive you for that. Let's see if I can't get through this. Ah. Yeah, it's definitely not my cleaner one. Alright, let's see if we can get another record lap here. I like how you can trigger your boost in the air like it's really going to do anything. It's not going to, like, propel you over that or anything. Yeah. And the record. Aww. Bullshite. What a bunch of bullshark. It's alright, though. We got what we wanted. 1987. That was .01 before the year I was born. I.e. 1988, if that didn't make any sense. Oh, sweet. This one's awesome. This is one of my favorite tracks in the game because there's a lot of jumping in it. Nice. I got it, too. I literally was like, I had my face right up next to the screen just so I could hear that. Oh, yeah. We're going to be having plenty of this. If you're wondering what that weird flashing grid is, in case it wasn't blatantly obvious or anything, it's like a gravity type thing. It'll, you know, pull your vehicle back down to the track, which can be kind of a little bit of a double-edged sword, because, well, I'll explain it to you here in a little bit. And, well, actually, it's really not even that bad. Before I don't get it twisted here. It's not a bad thing that those are there, but you can definitely bypass them if you so please, like this. You can just jump right around it, if that's what you want to do. I don't know if it's really going to affect your time or anything, but I just like to do it, just because it's there. Oh, man, that was almost a perfectly clean sequence of turns and jumps. That would have been pretty cool. Got a little bit too greedy there, though. Can't have it all at once. Or can you? I'm sure you probably can, but... Oh, yeah. So, 4th of July was yesterday, and I had a barbecue with my family out at this little park downtown, and it was awesome, by the way. My dad made this, like, crazy macaroni and cheese, like this baked macaroni and cheese with bacon and stuff in it. It was legit, by the way. He also made, like, we had, like, you know, the traditional 4th of July fixins with burgers and hot dogs and stuff, which my brother kept... every time I'd go to eat my hot dog, he kept making fucking Magic Mike references, which made me less and less inclined to eat it. So it just makes me think of Channing Tatum's dick flying around everywhere. For those of you that didn't understand that reference, there's a movie called Magic Mike out that involves male strippers and Channing Tatum's dick and balls are all over the place. I haven't seen it. I don't plan on seeing it, but I have heard. I have heard. From both girls and guys whose girlfriends slash wives pulled them into going to see it, so that's how that goes. That thing charges up very slowly. But yeah, so every time I go and try to eat my hot dog, I get that. Oh shit, okay, there we go, we're good. We're good. All good, everybody. Premature yelling there. But yeah, I also, this macaroni and cheese, I put it in my burger and made a macaroni and cheeseburger, which was one of the most awesome things to ever happen in the history of the world. But, you know, so we're sitting out, I'm playing badminton out there, and all of a sudden, there's like this group of 4 kids that are like way out in the distance, well, kind of out in the distance. They're like, probably like 100 or 200 yards away from us, and they're acting like retards. They're like wrestling each other and throwing each other all over the ground and stuff, and one person got thrown into a tree, which was kind of funny, but it was still sort of douchey of the other guy to do it at the same time. But then, so they decide to leave. So there's like a street that goes right in front of the park on the outside there. Hold on, let me get this thing started up first. There we go. So they're getting ready to leave. 3 of them go and cross the street. Oh God, not this level. My Jesus. So in case you were wondering what those little like off-colored circular disc things were there in the middle of the road, those things they're like twist pads, so do not hit them. Otherwise it's going to like make your vehicle start like turning involuntarily in other directions, which totally sucks, by the way. It is one of the worst things ever. This track becomes very, very difficult on harder difficulties. Just throwing that out there now. But yeah, so 3 of the kids go and cross the street, and the last kid thought it would be a cool idea because there was a car coming. He thought it would be a cool idea to wait until the car was like really close to him, and then he like jets across the street, literally like narrowly escaping this car by just like a hair, like one singular hair off the top of your cranium. That's about how much he missed that car by. So the car had to slam on its brakes and, you know, honk the horn and all this shit. And the kid, for whatever reason, like the guys flipped him off, obviously. Or no, I take that back. The guys, like, you know, rolled down their window and yelled at him, and then the kid flipped him off and was like, "You guys almost fucking hit me." It's like, dude, you waited until that car was right there, and then decided to be a fucking jackass, and then, like, went, and whoa, see what I'm talking about? I hit one. No! God damn it! No! Yeah, see, that's what happens when you hit one of those. I mean, this is on beginner, so it's not a huge deal, but that shit's not gonna fly later on. So yeah, he starts yelling, he's like, "You guys almost fucking hit me, blah 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 blah." And so, you know, these 2 guys that were in this car decide to drive off, turn around, and then come back. Because, you know, they were ready to fight this kid, because, I mean, I'm going to be honest, these guys had a pretty nice car. And, you know, this kid almost totally wrecked it. So pretty much what happens is, they turn around, pull up on the side of the road, get out of the car, and, you know, they start jawing at this guy. I don't know what they were saying, so I was too far away. But then this little, you know, the little shrimpy kid, like, turns around and yells for his other 3 friends to come back. Otherwise, he was going to get the shit kicked out of him, even though he was still sitting there talking shit to these other guys. Firefield! Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm putting that story on pause for a second. Firefield is, like, one of my favorite tracks. This was the... Firefield in the original F-Zero was the hardest track by a long shot in the original SNES game. Oh yeah. I definitely like the music, or like I like the music track with the original SNES one better than this one. But this one's still pretty good though. This one definitely lives up to the name Firefield though. I'm gonna say that right now because it should be called Minefield though, because there are landmines everywhere in this level. It's insane. It is Captain Insano. Dear Diary, today was insane. Oh God, there's a very, very good possibility that I'm gonna get myself killed. God, I can't not hit them. I mean, the only upside to hitting all these things early is that you're never gonna hit them again. They don't respawn after each lap, so I mean that's That's kind of the silver lining in that situation. But yeah, so back to the story now. I got a little bit of like nostalgia. I had like a little nostalgia-gasm there. But yeah, so you know these kids now it's like a 4-on-2 affair. Even though if these guys were to get into a fight, it would have been a total slaughter. I don't care if it was 2-on-4 or not. These guys were significantly larger. Like these guys are probably pushing 6 foot, probably like a little over 200 pounds. These 4 kids were like they were like all like real shrimpy, like 5'9", probably like $140. They were all hipsters. So I mean, let's be honest. You don't very commonly find hipsters that are of any like sufficient body mass, because it seems like hipsters are always really skinny people. I mean, don't get me wrong, that I definitely know some that at least have a little bit of meat on them, but it seems like hipsters typically are not very big, nor do they usually know how to defend themselves when it comes to fighting, because it's usually, whatever it is. But yeah, so these guys were sitting here talking all this shit, and then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, they turned around and took off running. And well, these other 2 guys didn't really take kindly to that, so they jumped back in their car, went and took off after them, of which I'm willing to bet that there was a pretty nasty fight going on. There's just no way there wasn't. But oh man, it would have been so funny to watch that. Like, I had my phone ready for my camera and everything. If it was going to be there, you would have seen a video of it on YouTube. It would have been fucking hilarious. Oh shit! Yeah, they give us 2 Firefields in a row. Yeah, the Queen circuit pulling out all the stops. This one's got some hairpin turns too. Yeah! Oh boy. Yep. I'm already starting to remember a little bit of this. Yeah, this one also is definitely not playing around at all. Oh boy. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that one. It's definitely, it's not so bad whatsoever. The second jump there, I'm a little bit behind on my commentary, but the second one is very easy. There's no reason to have any sort of fear of that situation at all, just because of the fact that you can clear that entire minefield with your turbo right here. Friggin' right here. No harm done there. And then, yeah, you can just do that, no biggie. The hard part though is with your turbo trying to get through all this stuff without hitting the walls. However, I did a pretty good job there. I was actually very pleased with myself. You done good, son. You done good. This might be actually one of the first times that I've gotten all the way through a full circuit in one video. I mean, particularly though, none of these tracks were very long, strangely enough. The Stingray actually is a very good vehicle for this circuit, just because like there's not a lot of really sharp turns in here, so you can get by with it. I mean, if you feel more comfortable using something else, by Jove, go for it. Probably not a very bad idea. I used that a little bit earlier than I wanted, but I'm not going to be losing sleep over it, because you really only need it for these sections right here. Other than that, it's not really a big deal. That could have possibly been another record lap. It sure was. My God. Okay, here we go. Whoa, boy! I was playing with fire there by Styles of Beyond. It's a very good song, by the way. Oh God. That also could be another record lap. Give it to me! Yes! Double green. Midnight Madness. Alright, well that was excellent. I was very excited for that. It was record after record after record after record. That's the first time that I've had, I think, 5 record laps in a row. And I may have had one a long way back there, but that's one of the first times I've had 5 record laps in a row. Ooh, sweet. So I'm like in this really random, like, well, not really random. Back when I was in like middle school, I had this real big it's like this real big random like phase of loving pinball games, like PC versions of pinball games. I love like the physical like pinball machines too, but I had like a whole bunch of pinball games on my PC, but I lost them when I moved. And so I'm trying to download some of them right now. I've on my other computer right now. And I tried, both of them I have on torrent right now, but neither one of them were downloading whatsoever. There were like no users or anything. But one of them just started up a little bit, so I'm kind of excited for that to eventually finish, whenever that gets there. I've also been considering maybe doing like a, I don't know, just like a small like gameplay, like some small gameplay videos of some of the pinball games, provided that they actually will download and stuff, because people don't seem to be seeding a lot of those lately. But alright guys, we have run out of time for this episode here, so when we come back next time on Let's Play, God, I forgot the name of this game again. When we come back on the next episode of Let's Play F-Zero Maximum Velocity, it's the Queen Circuit all over again on Standard. So you guys take care. This is your host AMF1534 saying thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.